Final episode review. The prosecution have submitted a statement from an eyewitness who came forward after the event. He was walking past Turner Park in the morning. He heard a baby crying. When he heard it, he was walking on the sidewalk. It only lasted 3 seconds. Once he stared, walking around the park, it was just silent. Rex says the person who says they heard a baby is important. This by precludes, a defense whether the baby was still alive at the time. The park. The juries most likely are going to go with presumption that he heard Ashley baby cry in the park. Rex receives news from the prosecutor that he discussed with Ashley. Prosecution came up with an offer in terms of settlement. Murder in the second degree or reduced case to manslaughter if she plead guilty. Sentencing 3 to 20. Rex like the ceiling 20 years. If she went to trial, a minimum of 20 years and maximum of 99 years. Brian asked. Question of it being a case. Rex says there is no question it was a death or a child. She will have the most likely outcome of second degree murder. Rex says Ashley black, so that is another factor. He says the jury process is not about retribution. She accepted the plea deal and will be remanded. The family must now do his best to reduce the sentence, so he will now need to reduce the sentence. Daughter will want her mother back. This is now or back. Mental health. Dr. Barnes, an expert in maternal psychology, provides a report Rex with a mental health diagnosis of Ashley. When a woman is a psychotic, there is no way that she can't understand the difference between right and wrong. Opinion. It doesn't make sense to punish her because she had postpartum depression. Peripartum depression and psychosis should definitely be a mitigating factor in sentencing. Ashley with Kennard showed the physical, emotional and abuse in that relationship, says Barnes. The state of Kennard, she is not acting in a rational manner. Jenna believes that Ashley prosecution psychological report is unreliable. If Kennard spoke to Barnes, she could have had a stronger situation, but on the filing, the court was obliged under the law to hire 2 independent, completely unbiased mental health clinicians to do a very thorough analysis in court evidence to show that she did not have a postpartum. The 2 reports she event occurred. Rex says those 2 reports that Jenna did will not show complete accuracy when she was treated by a number of mental health professionals. Jenna says that this was commissioned by the court for an impartial purpose and that case was quite suspect. Jenna says she painted Barnes' dishonesty, that there is an aspect of her that is manipulative. Jenna says it is important to note lots of people in bad marriages, they don't simply abandon a child in a place. Certainly not going to be found. Judge Kevin Saxby sentence of 12 years in prison. Ashley says that Kennard did not help her that night 1 year later. She remembers getting off the ground herself, then puts the baby in the car. Ted remembers saying I can't take care of you but somebody else will, but that did not happen. Like, share, comment and subscribe.